You ask, we investigate. A bad business that rips off homeowners could be at it again. It's a tree company. It did not deliver what was promised in Menomonee Falls, and it might be connected to a new Berlin case. Our Annie Scholes is live in Menomonee Falls, and this is really a big mess, Annie.
It is, Carol. This massive mound of wood has just been sitting in this yard for days after a tree service came in and hightailed it out of here after only doing half the job but taking every penny of the payment. If this sounds familiar, authorities think this could be the same group that's been at it before. Ann Fahrenkopf and her husband needed a little tree work done. So when a service approached them at their house last Friday, it sounded like a great deal.
They were going to cut down the big tree back here, plus 3 back here that haven't even been touched yet.
The crew, calling themselves ArborTech Tree Care, showed up Saturday, but it didn't take long for Ann to get a bad feeling.
They worked hard for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they were just hanging around.
And then, without a word, they left for good, leaving a chopped up tree and equipment in the yard, but taking the full $2,000 payment.
We were so angry when they didn't come Sunday, because Sunday was a beautiful day.
Authorities think it could be the same crew that took a New Berlin veteran for more than $5,000 earlier this month.
They're as phony as a $6 bill.
Meanwhile, Ann had more hope today the crew might make good on their promise.
And right before I called you today, they had called us and said we're coming in an hour.
And that was how long ago?
2.5 hours ago.
Yeah. Police are on the case. In fact, an officer showed up while we were there to check in. Ann says all she wants is her money back. Trust will be a lot harder.
I feel like I'm cautious. I want to be trusting, but I'm not really that trusting.
And police say there really isn't a lot they can do in this case because the crew did do some work. It's not a criminal matter. It becomes an unsatisfied customer issue and wants people to learn from this and never pay up front for work that hasn't been done. Live in Menomonee Falls, Annie Scholes, today's TMJ4.
Yeah, very important to remember that. Thank you, Annie. And if you want us to check out something, contact us by going to tmj4.com/tips. You ask, we investigate.